This fantasy football best ball edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. Bet $50 at WynnBet and get $200 in free bets. Bet big, win bigger with WynnBet. Download the WynnBet app now or visit wynnbet.com and start winning today. We're also brought to you by Sleeper. You already play fantasy on Sleeper, but now you can win cold hard cash with their over under game. Just head to sleeper.com/SGP on your phone to join the SGPN group, and Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit up to $100. That's sleeper.com/SGP. And make sure to download the SGPN app for all of our free picks and podcasts.
Hey, this is Pac-Man Jones. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride. Yes, sir.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking that money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Football. It's Sunday, Sean.
Oh, Sunday.
And we've seen on social media people reminding us less than 100 days till football.
No, it's awesome. 100 days to go until the National Football League. And what better way by doing more of these fantasy football best ball drafts? It's great, man. It's NBA Finals just wrapped up a sweet cash fest over there. Kramer, shout out to you hitting your plus 200. Adjusted spread on the Warriors. That was easy money.
Warriors in 4 and 5 still live at 14-1. Do I sell it now? No, of course not.
We'll save it for the NBA show, but I do think it goes 2-2 and then they close it out 4-2. But who knows? The NBA may need that 7th game as they want to get some ratings. All right, the chat is live. The chat is fired up, Ryan. We're gonna do our best to make sure everyone gets in the same fantasy football best ball draft. I got a nice glass of Devil's River whiskey. It is it is a Sunday on so many levels. I mean, this is a time when you start getting jacked up for fantasy football, and WynnBet is helping you get jacked up with the ultimate fantasy football experience. Every $500 you bet on sports or in the casino, hashtag DGens only, before July 31st, you'll automatically be entered to win the ultimate fantasy football draft experience at the Encore Beach Club, including a 2-night stay at the Wynn Resorts for you and your entire league. That's right, your entire league. I mean, you have 11 other guys, and just get everyone to bet a little bit at the Wynn on WynnBet. I mean, you got a shit ton of entries, and if one person wins, the entire league wins. And hey, if you're a SGPN listener and you win, hit us up. We'll come and we'll grab some beers with you guys, announce your league. Because we're here for the party. Also, speaking of parties, you can party with DJ Diesel, aka Shaq. $100. Every $100 you bet on the sports or casino, entered to see Shaq Diesel live at the Encore Beach nightclub, as well as a meet and greet with DJ Diesel. During the meet and greet, I would only address him as DJ Diesel. Ryan, as someone who witnessed the energy Shaq brings to a live experience, you're going to want to get involved. Download the WynnBet app or visit wynnbet.com to get started today. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at wynnbet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBet is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
He more energy brought to the DJ stage than the early season performances on court, for sure.
Yes, he did. If you were like, hey, Shaq phones it in, he dogs it. I've seen what he did conditioning wise. This does not apply to his DJ set. Brings a ton of energy.
I'll say, and not to rehash the story, we've told nothing more. I hate more than when a podcast host tells you they've already told the story and then doesn't tell the story. I'll give you a short version. We saw Shaq in person, and I think we both thought, he'd kind of come out, kind of ceremonially DJ a couple things.
It's my party. Hey. What's up?
I mean, would you say it was a 90-minute set? 60 to 90 minutes.
Time, my ability to judge time may have been altered at that point, but he was up there rocking for a long time.
He was working,
and it was fun. Like, and you're reminded how massive of a human being Shaq is.
The little DJ, like the DJ,
even like all the way in the back, you can still see Shaq. He's highly recommend. $100 though too. Like you're already getting down on the casino and sports. Just click to opt in on these extra prizes.
It's like I was at the Dodger game on Friday, Sean, and it's like awesome. The 50-50 raffle. Like I'm not going to not enter. So if you have an option to enter a cooler thing,
and it's free. Like all you have to do is click opt in once you're in the app. All right, Kramer, are we ready to go?
Well, I mean, I don't I should probably. Is everyone ready to go? Like, do we need
chat?
Maybe a formation laugh to make sure everyone is aware that the race is about to start. All right, here's what I'll do, Sean.
Yes.
If there are greater than or less than 3 spots available, I'll come out.
Yeah.
I'll pull out
4 spots.
I'll abort the entry and we'll look to re-enter in a couple minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
It was a little,
but everyone get ready to hit enter for Best Ball Mania 3.
Just poking my head in the hole. 6 people. What do you think?
Okay, plenty of
time.
Should we
join? All right, guys. Sorry, there's only 4 spots for you. Sean just got in, I think.
5 people left, though. There are 5 spots. Again, UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN. 100% deposit match up $200.
That's not what you want to see. Hold on.
What happened?
The fucking video team's getting fired. Get the intern in here.
Wow, and it quickly filled.
Oh shit!
It was waiting for one person.
I'm not. Oh shit!
The video screen's gone bonkers, but don't worry about it because we're good to go. It looks like it's been filled. So, or maybe waiting for one person. Yes, waiting for one person.
All right. If
you're in the Slack in the YouTube channel, again, that's why you turn on notifications on the YouTube channel, so you don't miss out. And while we're talking here, of course, remember hit contest tab in the SGPN app to submit your screenshot of a review for your chance to win free gear. We're getting new gear. You want to be a part of it every Monday, aka Merch Monday. Very easy to enter. All right, I'm picking third.
What is this Jake saying that Michigan's blocked? is
Michigan is going through some stuff right now with their DFS.
Is there some new legislation that was passed and now
I think something's happened? Yeah. So
let your local politician know that's not acceptable. 10th pick, Sean. That's what I was begging for pre-show in the pre-production meeting.
I'm going third. And let's see, Terrell, host of the WNBA podcast, co-host of the NBA Gambling podcast. He's in the 5th slot. We got TD King, aka Andrew Robb, in the 6th spot. Beer Guy 27, aka Cody.
When does
co-host of the NASCAR Gambling podcast?
What round
That's
does he
you
go?
Know we're building a strong company, Ryan. All of the guys that are doing shows for us here, grinding it out Sunday night, early June.
They understand.
Best ball.
They understand how to get on the boss's good side. Sunday nights.
I have some updated thoughts on some. I'm the more I think about it, the more I'm in on Justin Fields, Ryan.
Oh,
I know you're completely out.
Really?
Of it. Yeah.
I mean, I've talked
their
to a couple
defense
Bears
is going to be
fans.
so bad.
I was at a earlier today, a little postseason youth soccer shindig. Little day drinking, no big deal. There's some White Claws, but yeah, just having a friendly conversation. Bears fan didn't seem super optimistic, Sean.
Well, again, I don't think they're going to be good, but I do think there's a world where he gets you a lot of points. I'm on the 3 spot. McCaffrey, Taylor gone.
Oh, I gotta love. So I watched the video. Someone
just go Cooper Kupp and not think about
Don't think about it. Watched a. Oh man, what's going on here? Did I somehow try to? Oh my goodness, I tried to enter another draft on my other screen here. I'm really not paying. What were we just talking? Oh, I was watching the video of the top 25 clocked guys speed wise over the past 6 seasons. Jonathan Taylor was on the list early and often, sneaky speed there. That was kind of surprising. I was shocked.
Justin Jefferson goes. Terrell on the clock. He goes D. Henry.
I don't mind that. I mean, I wouldn't have done that. But Saquon's still on the board. You know who my number 2 guy is right now, right?
Well, and I was kind of high on Austin Eckler, but I do think the more I've been thinking about the Isaiah Spiller thing. Does scare me a little bit from Eckler as a first rounder.
I don't think you have to be scared. I think he falls squarely in that camp of like guys who are going to catch enough balls to really not worry you, and maybe one of the few guys like an Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, where you can stacky or a handcuff there.
Chase Mixon, Najee Harris, Eckler goes. Kramer, you're on the clock. I tried to scare people away from Eckler.
As much as I'm definitely running back curious. I'm happy to take Stephon Diggs here. Because it's going to set me up with a stack opportunity with a premium matchup. We know the Bills play the Bengals week 17. So it's not the worst spot to be. So this could turn into an onslaught lineup where I'm just looking to load up on, and you know I'm gonna bring it back with T Higgins in a couple rounds because he's fallen every time.
Travis Kelce goes. I'm surprised in a non-tight end premium league. I think Kelce as a first rounder is a little crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's there, right? The production's there. It lets you build your roster a little bit differently. I understand.
Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb. Now I did go. I think I had Kelce, Mark Andrews for one of mine, or it was Waller.
What's your take on Dalvin Cook? Can we talk about him real quick? Because I feel like we're letting him slip for no good reason. Why is he slipping? What's different about Dalvin Cook this year versus last year when he was the consensus number 2 pick?
Yeah, I mean, I guess different coach, but
talked him off the board there.
Dalvin Cook goes, Ryan. You nailed it. Now you're on the clock. What are you doing here?
This is a no-brainer.
You're going Aaron Jones. Yeah. I mean, I think
I did
in games where Devontae Adams was not playing. Aaron Jones averaged 7 targets.
The path to being a first round running back is obviously there. We're barely out of the first round, but I think the more that I have kind of, I went deep. I went on a little deep dive into the roster construction. And I do think looking at lots of drafts, I like the teams that pull a running back early. I like walking away from the first 2 rounds with a stud running back. I think it is hard to recover unless you do just hit with an RB0 strategy. I don't think I have teams where I took running backs in like rounds 4, 5, 6, and I don't like them as much as the versions where I have running backs early. So had to take one.
Mark Andrews goes, DeAndre Swift, Tyreek Hill, which
wow,
Tyreek Hill with Tua just is scary.
I almost need to last week. I got Tyreek Hill, I think in the 3rd round.
Deebo Samuel goes, Kamara goes, Evans goes. I'm on the clock.
Feeling like I got some serious EV.
Now what do I do here, Ryan?
Well, you're in a similar spot where you don't, if you don't fancy taking someone like Javonte Williams, I think you just go another you go best player available, go another pass catcher. That would be my advice.
AJ Brown, come on. I mean, come on.
You might have been able to wait on that one. You might have been able to let it swing back to you.
Maybe. I got a running back in the queue that I actually feel pretty decent about.
Team Ramrod is Indiana Jones. We shit all over the Kelce pick. Do you want to change your opinion now that you know they're a fan and a listener?
No, okay. I still think it's a bit of a stretch.
I like that. Sticking to your guns.
T Higgins. I like Indiana Jones as a listener, but Travis Kelce in the 1st round. Make your case for it. All right, the more I think about it, in this offense, I mean, he had 15 touchdowns last year rushing, and they got rid of Chase Edmonds. Give me James Conner and no DeAndre Hopkins for the first 6 games. Like I think James Conner.
Interesting.
Now maybe I'll regret drafting him over Nick Chubb, but I like that spot for him.
I might have taken Nick Chubb.
Let me pull up my big James Conner. So before me, Fournette, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams goes. Then Chubb just went. Terrell's on the clock. Andrew Robb right after him. Cody waiting in the wings.
Almost certainly would have taken a couple running backs on the board over Conner.
Yeah,
Javonte, but you're not as high on Javonte Williams anymore.
I like him as a player. I just think the Melvin Gordon and how many pass catchers they have, it's just going to be tough to get that ceiling outcome for him.
And Terrell, real dickhead move, taking
Josh Allen, breaking the stack, and supposedly a Giants fan,
motherfucker.
Terrell. And Andrew Robb is the one who makes the horrible choice of drafting Saquon Barkley.
Nice reach. Oh, Zeke goes in the third. Guys, what are we doing?
Oh my God!
Oh, I get sniped.
Pittman, Javonte Williams gone. Colby or Kramer.
Did you just call me Colby?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I think this is the stage. I was hoping to get Javonte Williams there. I think this is the stage where, again, best player available, favor the pass catcher. I mean, am I going to regret taking Waddle at this point with Tyreek Hill there? I don't know.
I think there's a world where Waddle, especially in full point PPR, even in half point, where he ends up getting more points because I think defenses will play back, and I think Tua is horrible at the deep ball. So I think Waddle's going to have a ton of easy check down stuff, and Tua loves that. What am I missing?
Well, he also gets the benefit of not being Tyreek Hill, the guy who will almost certainly get more of the coverage. So I mean, I think that's the other angle, right? Like Tyreek Hill will draw people away from Waddle. Most likely.
Auto draft guy, good luck. Goes Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller.
I wanted Pitts.
Team Ramrod, aka Indiana Jones, takes Patrick Mahomes. Hard to hate on that. I do think he's going to be in a little FU mode, like prove everyone thought it was Tyreek Hill, and he goes Terry McLaurin, 4th round pick. Not. I mean,
Carolina's going to be horrible, right?
Yeah, but DJ Moore seems to be good regardless of situation.
Yeah, I'm just going to take him and Waddle to be able. All right, so Diggs, Waddle, Moore now with my top 3 pass catchers. Feeling pretty good about it. So I don't, not to speak a guy who might get drafted. And I'll wait till he gets drafted to talk about it. But the debate was between DJ Moore and one other receiver. We're looking at Kyle Pitts as well. He got taken. Ooh, Montgomery coming off the board.
See, Marquise Hollywood Brown, I guess, is interesting in best ball, but still, I don't like it. I mean, I think Zach Ertz is going to be the guy benefiting those first 6 weeks, or even a Connor.
All right, Jerry Jeudy just went. So that
Deontay Johnson, David Montgomery, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. Ryan, Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy? Who would you rather have this year?
As much as I like Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, and Sean, earlier in the best ball journey for us, I don't know if you remember this. I want to find it while we're doing the episode, but Russ with Jerry Jeudy and Sutton, I was able to pull off, and like I think I was drafting him in the 6th, 7th round maybe. So their stock is flying up the board. I'd favor Jeudy. Jeudy was the guy I was debating. Do you go DJ Moore, Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy.
I go DJ Moore because of the target share.
Yeah, that's what that was the. I agree. Ooh.
So Amari Cooper goes. I go Allen Robinson.
We
Ryan.
are.
Rams house.
That was a Penn State reference.
Oh,
that was your heart was in that pick, unless you're a Rams fan now.
No, I had Cooper Kupp, and I kind of like getting both pass catchers, maybe Ty and Stafford as well. I mean, I'm not a mega Rams fan, but they're going to be throwing the ball a ton and at home playing in a dome. Justin Herbert, George Kittle off the board. It's getting a little run on QBs.
Oh, what the fuck's going on here? No one told me I fucked up the screen. Not even you. What the hell, Sean? All right. Let me know when I'm back up. I'm fixing the screen. A lot of ins. Our faces weren't on the screen and no one complained.
Wow. DK Metcalf goes. All right. I'm sitting here. I'm my 5th round pick. I got James Conner. I got Cooper Kupp. I got AJ Brown. I got Allen Robinson. Really stacking up some dogs as far as pass catchers.
Travis Etienne goes. And people are talking about him like he's going to completely go off this year.
He's interesting. What about Rashad Bateman, Ryan? Isn't he going to be good?
You like him?
I do. And no Hollywood Brown.
I mean, Mark Andrews, I guess, would be the guy I would point to that is there still. I mean, this is a time in the draft where it's tough. Like you could take a guy, you could go ceiling. Oh no, auto draft.
No, Cam Akers. All right, I'm all in on the Rams.
No, I was gonna say Cam Akers would have been my pick there because you're in the 5th round. You remember what Cam Akers was?
Yeah,
he came back early. Okay, he didn't look great. He's got a full off season.
I think he'll be fine. Pretty solid goes. Gabe Davis goes.
And honestly, for your roster, you kind of needed that.
Yeah.
Damn, Gabe Davis. What are you doing, Terrell?
He's building the ultimate villain rail.
It's fucking dirty.
Josh Allen stack without without Stephon Diggs, which is an interesting approach, especially in best ball. Breece Hall goes, Rashad Bateman does go, Andrew Robb takes him. So quality pick there.
I know what I'm doing now. I'm taking the gloves off.
Andrew Robb pointing out he likes Keenan Allen over Mike Williams. That's interesting because I'm worried this could be like Keenan Allen could be hitting the wall.
Keenan Allen's still a fucking good player. I don't think we're.
No, I'm not completely out on him, but I would say Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. You're going Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I like guys who have done it. No,
Mike Williams has had some pretty good runs. Antonio Gibson goes, which I'm not a big fan of. Juju goes to Cody. Lamar Jackson goes.
Oh shit! I'm on the clock, and you're not even going to give me a heads up.
Kramer's on the clock.
Son of a bitch. All right. With only 10 seconds left, you know what? I'm just gonna. Let's go. J.K. Dobbins. I need a running back. I know he's coming off the injury, but if he hits in that offense, what do they call them, Sean? League winners.
League winners. Speaking of your leagues, you probably already have a fantasy league going on Sleeper. Why not play some player props on Sleeper? I just coming off a nice 3-team player prop parlay for NBA Finals Game 1. We've been giving out a ton of these on air for the NBA. Baseball coming soon. You can win as much as a 2x all the way up to 20x. If that's not good enough, they also give you a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. You can copy our picks. You can share your picks. We're a squad. We ride together. Sleeper.com/SGP. When you're depositing, if you already have Sleeper, just click the over/under game, hit the promo code SGP, hop in our squad. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. All right, catching people up. After Lamar went, J.K. Dobbins, Brandon Cooks, who's always a guy that just gets points. Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts go back to back. God damn it!
I know this is auto draft
guy. Darnell Mooney goes. Chris Godwin goes.
Yeah, again, I took Godwin here. I understand the obvious, but he's now my 4th wide receiver. If he misses some time, okay, but he comes back into that offense. Chris Godwin in the 6th, I'll take it.
Michael Thomas goes.
Those were the two I was debating.
Michael Thomas, very, very interesting.
At what point? It's probably too early. I talked myself into maybe next time, but I can't believe Terrell went like he knew I was going to go Buffalo stack. And he just came in like
that's why he's the villain rail.
Chose violence.
Dalton Schultz goes to Cody. You could make a case for Dalton Schultz.
That's a horrible pick.
No Amari Cooper anymore. Adam Thielen goes. Joey B. Joe Burrow goes to Andrew Robb. Interesting time to be looking at the quarterbacks.
Yeah. Guys are really shitting the bed.
We let
you in the draft this week. And
there's some employees battling it out, ruining each other's stacks. Ryan
it's getting
Treylon Burks goes to Terrell. Terrell must not be reading about how Treylon Burks is out of shape and can't run a slant route without needing his inhaler. Could be tough times for Treylon Burks. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes. He was on the clock.
He was in the conversation when I was drafting Chris Godwin. I like the chemistry he showed. Sean.
Yes.
You have three receivers, 2 running backs.
Got a decent balance here.
Pass catcher. That's where you got to go.
I'm going Elijah Moore. I think Elijah Moore definitely has like a massive upside, and I can stack him late with Zach Wilson if needed.
That's why he's great, because the stack is cheap, and that's what you're betting on. He was fun last year. I know they drafted the Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State, but he was fun, and we got him on the dynasty team, Sean. That we maybe be auctioning off this year.
Our sleeper dynasty.
Pass that baton to someone else. It's like the scene from Billy Madison where they put the poop in the bag and they light it on fire and throw it on someone's porch.
Josh Jacobs, Elijah Mitchell, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Nice work on the Helaire.
See, I don't know if any of these running backs. Oh, maybe AJ Dillon.
The community seems high on the idea that Edwards-Helaire could definitely be someone who has a.
Well, you heard the news about his spleen surgery. Apparently, he had off surgery spleen.
Hold on, you're on
the
clock,
before.
Sean. Focus first. Oh, really? So he was recovering from something.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just gonna. I mean, this is when you would have to take Devonta Smith if you wanted him. to pair with AJ Brown. No, you don't have the quarterback, but
Yeah, I'm gonna take him.
just programming note.
Yeah, so apparently he got down to 160 pounds in the offseason. Somehow that never made news. So certainly helps if you're thinking he has a bounce back year. I also do think Derek Gore is like a fun guy to take round 18 because that backfield doesn't seem set by any means. And you get the Chiefs offense. So AJ Dillon goes right after.
Fuck. I was gonna take AJ Dillon to pair with Aaron Jones. I do want some teams with that.
Russell Wilson goes. Ryan, Tom Brady's available.
Fuckers.
Oh, never mind. Tom Brady off the board. Drake London goes.
Dogging me.
Trey Lance is available, Ryan. Now I know he hasn't been. Oh, Cody with the Dakota Rain Prescott stack. Miles Sanders goes right in front of Kramer. I'm sure Kramer wasn't going to pick him, but
what you guys are doing in this draft is just disgusting.
That is a disgusting act.
How much time do I have, Sean?
14 seconds. I mean, why don't you get Russell Gage and then try and get? You have Mike Evans too, right? Russell Gage, Mike Evans, Tom fucking Brady stack.
No.
Hunter Renfrow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Loading up on pass catchers. Highest available on the board. I think so.
Kadarius Toney, Ryan. Will he be the number one receiver for the Giants? There's a world, right? I mean, that's not crazy.
Why are you talking? We don't have to talk about him right now. It's not necessary. Yet here we are. You're talking about him.
Sky Moore goes. Team Ramrod. Nice pickup there, and I think he has. Correct me if I'm wrong. He does have Patrick Mahomes, so that's a really fun. He's got Sky Moore and Kelsey. That's a fun stack.
Sky Moore feels fairly overrated,
but I think that in best ball, especially, like the case you talk yourself into is pretty easy. Tony Pollard goes. Cordero Patterson. I mean, I get not like him as a prospect. Kadarius Toney goes 2-1. Ryan, real money Kramer.
I'm gonna win so many leagues with Kadarius. All right, I have 6 receivers, Sean.
Okay, how many running backs?
2.
All right.
Diggs, Waddle, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, Hunter Renfrow, Kadarius Toney. That's a nice core. Now we build on top of that.
Christian Kirk goes. Kenny Walker, Tyler Lockett, Andrew Robb on the clock here. Andrew's got 2 quarterbacks already.
Did you give Moonoff a shout out yet?
Is he in the chat?
He's here.
Okay. What's up, Moonoff? Check him out in the MLB Gambling Podcast.
I do like Lockett this late. I think Lockett's going to probably be the better receiver. I mean, I think Lockett will be. It's
interesting because Pete Carroll's never going to want to throw, but they could be down and have to throw.
Lockett just feels like he could work something out with.
I think when in doubt, I'm going to avoid shitty teams and shitty offenses. So
that's always So Trey Lance off your board. You're on the clock, Sean. Dallas Goedert right before you. Really, Jiggly Rolls has sniped both of us.
Give me Matt Stafford just to complete the stack.
Rams house.
Whose house?
Oh, Trey Lance got that. Must have been an auto draft, right?
No, someone took him.
Wow, that's wild. What's the next move?
Me?
You don't have a tight end. I don't have a quarterback or a tight end. That's fine.
Ooh, Aaron Rodgers just went.
Fuck. I had a plan to take all Packers, and I've just failed at it.
Alan Lazard's still available.
God damn, you in your fucking mouth.
Sorry, Ryan. I'm trying to. I care about the listeners and the content.
Fucking
Alan Lazard. I mean, we talk about Aaron Jones. Take him here. Might be the number one guy. Alan Lazard could be the number one pass catcher in that Green Bay offense. Give me Alan Lazard.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers hates new guys.
That's true.
Maybe it's Bobby Tunyon. But again, you can build a Aaron Rodgers, Alan Lazard, Bobby Tunyon stack. That could be your second stack. That's pretty crazy. And Aaron Rodgers' petty ass is going to be wanting to show people again that it wasn't Devontae, it was all him.
Yeah, all him.
Oh man, I'm feeling great. You know why? Well, not only have a nice little whiskey going, but I started my day with Athletic Greens AG1. I love this stuff. I mean, again, you get the little shaker, put it in there. Next thing you know, you're enjoying 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens, helps your nervous system, energy, recovery, focus, everything you want in a nice supplement. And it tastes good, very easy to put down, and less than $3 a day. Are you kidding me? For something that healthy, try going anywhere and get like a nice fancy juice for less than $3. You can't do it. Athletic Greens has over 7,000 5-star reviews. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you got to do is go to athleticgreens.com/SGP. That's athleticgreens.com/SGP to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Garrett Wilson, Dawson Knox, Kareem Hunt, Rob Gronkowski goes into the 9th round. Now I like Gronk, but that could be a little high for Gronk. Robert Woods goes, Chase Claypool, Chase Edmonds. What about Sony Michel? He's another guy that I think about a little bit more. Sony Michel, of those running backs in Miami, he's the only one that's shown he can be a 3-down back.
And they paid Edmonds a bunch of money. I think you just follow the money, right? At least
it's true, but I don't know. I don't even know if is Chase Edmonds a 3-down back?
Maybe not. He's former Jersey legend. He showed he can flash on at least a game or two.
Yeah.
Not sure if he can do it week in, week out, but that's all right.
MVS goes. Team Ramrod is just the entire KC offense. Devin Singletary, Rondale Moore, Jared. Or wait, what's the young Cook's name? First name?
Jared.
Yeah, it is Jared.
No, James.
James Cook. Kramer, you're on the clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out of line here. Just set this up for later.
Kenny Galladay. Oh, Terrell, you got to draft Danny Dimes. Just put Kramer in a real pickle.
7 or 6.
So Ryan, you're just going all receiver, huh?
How many do I need?
Damian Pierce goes. Michael Gallup.
Is 7 enough? It's 8. Right?
I think it's like 8 is the target.
2.
Oh, and Fangbanger's in here. He's Jiggly Rolls in the.
Oh, motherfucker! That's why he's sniping us. These guys are just trying to make content.
Tua has been drafted. Tyler Boyd, Christian Watson on the Packers.
How's your comfort level feeling in the draft? I feel like I'm getting more and more comfortable knowing when to take guys.
I'm feeling great. Rashad Penny goes. Probably a little early, but I don't want to miss out on someone I'm going to have really high on my QB list.
God.
Give me Justin Fields.
Is that your QB1?
I don't want to reveal, Ryan.
No, I mean like that's on this team. I'm not not overall, please.
Oh. No, wait till you hear the list.
When are we doing those episodes? It sounds like you're already preparing.
Zach Ertz goes. He is a sneaky fun pick in best ball.
All right, what's next?
Jamal Williams goes. I'm coming up.
Jameson Williams. I know your instincts are to say the alpha
you're right.
dog, but yeah, I mean that's an interesting pick this late.
Yeah,
right. High ceiling for sure.
I mean, a guy they traded up for. I think he will be ready to go week 1. We'll see. Going up against 2 awesome cornerbacks though, week 1.
Yeah.
Bradbury Island.
Oh, here we go.
Melvin Gordon goes. I'm on the clock. Alexander Madison, Ryan. Am I crazy to take him?
I mean, it's the same angle as every other year. He's one of the guys who understand what his workload will be if the main guy gets hurt. He's getting old, right?
I like the Cole Kmet angle.
Oh, what?
Sack.
You're falling off the rails in love with the Bears. You're drunk with love for the Chicago Bears. What is this all about?
No, I needed a tight end. Why not stack him with Justin Fields?
I'm just saying, what is this all about? This Bears love.
The more I think about it,
why are you leaning in?
Because you look at Justin Fields' numbers, rushing yards, he's like 60 yards a game. They have no one else to put at quarterback. They're gonna have a shitty defense.
These are all fair points.
I mean, that like those first 7 games where the Eagles were 2-5 and Jalen Hurts was the QB1 in fantasy. You're looking at fucking Justin Fields. Okay. That's gonna be him.
I
Deshaun Watson, Jarvis Landry.
I think the Eagles had a pretty clear idea of what they wanted to do on offense. I just don't know if that's going to be the case with the Bears. That final, we don't have to talk about it anymore.
No, and I don't know if the Eagles did know, and that's why they were a disaster in 2-5. Gesicki goes, Derek Carr, Kramer. You're almost on the clock. We don't have to talk about.
We don't have to talk about it. I don't even know what to do here.
Devontae Parker goes. He's always a fun guy.
Yeah, since Terrell didn't take this guy yet. Professional wide receiver entering the Bills offense, Jamison Crowder. Mm. All right, 8 receivers. Can I stop?
Ryan, how many quarterbacks do you have?
0.
So you're just going to take
You don't need to know who I'm going to take.
Daniel Jones.
Kirk Cousins is still out there.
Yeah.
Any comments on that?
I think people just don't want to take Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is there. I'm Jameis Winston, Matt Ryan. You could even talk yourself into
Matt Ryan putting it anywhere he wants to.
Kramer, you're back on the clock. Ramondre Stevenson, Alexander Madison, Ronald Jones, Jahan Dotson, all off the board. Danny Dimes.
There we go, baby. Double stacked with Kadarius Toney and Kenny Galladay. Might even go a 9 receiver set and take
Pat Freiermuth goes. Jacoby Myers.
All right, so I don't have a quarterback. I don't have a tight end.
Bobby Tunyon goes to Terrell. Who Terrell is? I thought he had.
Terrell's
Cousins
all over the
go.
place, just ruining drafts. Heartbreaker.
Give me Khalil Herbert, Chicago Bear.
I mean, definitely not going to be rooting for the Bears to be successful.
What? Do the Giants have their pick? Is that why?
No. I'm just sticking to my my initial scouting report on Justin Fields.
Van Jefferson off the board.
You know, I'm surprised you didn't grab him. Would have gone nicely with your Stafford stack.
No, I'm not opposed to it.
Who's the top tight end on your board right now, Sean?
Top tight end. David Njoku. I think he's kind of interesting. He has some explosion potential, but
isn't he like angry?
Yeah, but I don't know. They're all kind of similar here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't even know.
Just asking for a friend.
I don't know if there's a ton of value in drafting a tight end right now, unless you desperately needed one.
Whoa. I don't need one. Who'd you just take, Sean?
Isaiah Spiller. Wow. I think I like that Chargers offense. We've seen, I like Eckler too, but I think they drafted Isaiah Spiller decently high because they want to take some workload off Eckler. And we've seen Eckler have a number of he's a hamstring guy. I mean, am I wrong?
I'm not going to agree with you just talking shit on it. I agree. I like Spiller. I think Spiller could be successful in the same way AJ Dillon could be successful, even if Aaron Jones and Eckler are catching tons of passes. So I don't think you have to talk about injuries, Sean. I don't think you have to throw that out there for our guy, for our main guy, Eckler. But yeah, no, I like Spiller as a late round running back because his ceiling is so high.
Yeah. Michael Carter goes, Naheem Hines, David Bell, Tolbert, KJ Osborne. You're back on the clock, Kramer.
Yeah, we like to take Shanahan running back draft picks. So we're gonna slot that one in as my 4th running back.
Slot. How's the slot?
Tyrion. Is it Tyrion? Tyrion. Is it Tyrion like the Dragon Show? Always good to take the hot piece because I was on Trey Sermon last year, so I might as well be wrong again this year with this guy. What about quarterbacks? Less urgency since I have one.
Antonio Pierce, Darnell Henderson, Corey Davis, Matt Ryan.
And wait, hold on, I have to correct you. Who'd you just say? Antonio Pierce? Alec
Pierce.
Yeah.
No, whatever. You're on the clock, Ryan.
Yeah, I need a tight end, and I'm actually going to go. I think this is a reliable option. Hunter Henry. I like him a lot. Former Charger, and honestly, like he showed to have the better chemistry I thought with Mac Jones last year. So although I'm a little concerned with Joe Judge now, the offensive coordinator up there in New England, yeah, tight end one. We'll have to take at least 2 more of those though. How many quarterbacks?
Ooh, Albert O goes. Marvin Jones, Sammy Watkins, George Pickens. Sorry, what'd you say?
How many more quarterbacks you taking?
I might take one here.
What? Let's see here.
James Robinson goes, who is someone I had in my queue. Kenny Gainwell goes.
Oh, Sean, they're just spitting in our faces.
I'm going Zach Wilson. Just because there's a world where he just balls out.
You have to.
And I have Elijah Moore, so.
Okay, so you're done. You're done. What are you just taking wide receivers and tight ends the rest of the way?
Yeah.
All right. I like your team. I like the running backs you have. Strangely, I don't love Connor, but I like the other ones. Robbie Anderson's still on the board.
Connor was maybe a bit of a stretch, but. I don't know. There's an upside case for him that's just so obvious. Like no DeAndre Hopkins, no Chase Edmonds. I mean, his numbers. Like I think he was involved in a couple of million maker lineups this year. David Njoku goes. The Dragon Show. Such disrespect, says Terrell. Kramer, I guess you stole his pick. Tables have turned.
Yeah, that's how it works.
KJ Hamler goes. Who I'm always a fan of. Give me LaVisca Chenault. There's certainly a world where a revitalized offense and all of a sudden he's involved and interesting. I mean, even in that dog shit offense last year, he had what, 60 something catches?
I'm sorry, I was looking at the Cardinals depth chart.
Yeah, what else am I missing at running back? LaVisca Chenault had 63 catches, no touchdowns, so and 11 carries. I could see Doug P using him. Curtis Samuel, Raheem Mostert. Kramer, you're coming up.
Gus. I was gonna take my old friend Gus Edwards to go with J.K. Dobbins. I'm looking at my running backs. Is 4? Do you want 4 or 5?
Depends. I mean, I took. I have 4. I'm probably gonna go 5th here.
Yeah, I think I want to go 5th as well.
Oh, Cody taking Wendell Robinson.
I'm looking at the chat screen like he's in there. What are you doing? That was a save for later pick. Now I can't even trust it to speak in front of you guys. All right, let's take backup in Arizona, Daryl Williams. We liked him with the Chiefs. That's an interesting opportunity. And then on the comeback, I think I almost certainly have to look at the tight end position again.
See, I've kind of almost punted tight end.
You can't completely punt it. You gotta end up with 3 guys who are gonna get targets. You should look at the list and star the guy who maybe a good stack option for you. I've taken him a couple times. That's the last I'm going to tell you in the riddle.
CJ Uzoma.
Yeah. I mean, he's a starting tight end, dude. Starting tight end.
Yeah, I don't need to draft him right now.
No, but you should end up with him.
Yeah, it's in my queue.
All right. Make it happen.
All right, boss. 8 picks away. J.D. McKissick goes, who I was definitely going to try and draft. Palmer goes. Odell Beckham, the boat trip himself.
I was going to say, at what point should he go?
Brian Robinson Jr. for Washington. Maybe interesting. Zamir White, we've talked about a bunch. Right. Sony Michel.
Tyler Higbee, Noah Fant. Higbee better offense. Fant only guy with the chemistry on his team.
They traded for Fant too.
Yeah, I just think he comes in with chemistry with the quarterback. That's got to matter for something, right?
Yeah.
And I'm high on the Noah Fant, Drew Lock stack experience.
Evan Ingram. off the board. Mack, running back for Houston. Sterling Shepard goes.
Wow, Giants receivers are flying off the board.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's 4. Giants have. I mean, fantasy community is bullish on Brian Dable.
Terrell is on the clock.
Programming note.
Oh, he took our buddy Zamir White. Damn it, Terrell.
He must listen to the program. Some notes out there. Taysom Hill still available as a tight end. I'll make sure everyone knows that. Will Christian McCaffrey's backup go?
Who is it this year? Is it?
Do you know?
Is it still Chuba Hubbard? Right.
I don't know if it's Chuba Hubbard. Wasn't it Foreman by the end?
It was like a rotation between.
I'm pulling it up right now. It is Chuba, according to our lads. You took Higbee. Sandbagging son of a bitch. All right, all right, so I still need a quarterback. I still probably need a tight end. How many picks do we have left? 2? Perfect.
Yep. AJ Green goes. Went 3 quarterbacks. I got 4 running backs. I'm gonna get 1 more running back. I got 7 receivers. I'm gonna go 3 tight ends as well. So I'm gonna go running back, tight end. Julio goes. I'm taking Dearness Johnson.
Yeah,
He looked pretty good. He
got
kinda
paid.
Passed the eye test. He got paid. I think there's a world where maybe they trade Kareem Hunt and then he ends up becoming that fill-in guy. I think he's a fun like last pick here. Oh, I forgot to draft Derek Gore. Damn it.
he's in my queue, and I was like, I got to take quarterbacks now.
Do I draft Derek Gore or my 3rd tight end, CJ Uzoma?
Who are your 1st and 2nd tight end?
Cole Kmet and Tyler Higbee?
Take a 3rd tight end.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Oh, Tannehill. So late. Sorry, Sean.
IP Vanish. IP Vanish, Ryan. Make your IP disappear. Whatever you're doing on the internet. Best ball drafts. We got some sweet spreadsheets. You don't need anyone snagging those. You want to hide your location, keep everything safe and secure, lock it all up. IP Vanish. IP Vanish is the official VPN of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. God's eye. God knows what we're running on that thing. And you wouldn't know because we have IP Vanish. You'll never know. Thanks to IP Vanish. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee when you sign up with IP Vanish. Again, whatever you're doing on the internet, you need a VPN, you need safety, you need security, and they help you with all that. IPVanish.com/SGP. Claim your 70% off savings. IPVanish.com/SGP. 70% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Doesn't get any better than that.
Took Mac Jones, Sean. Little Hunter Henry Mac Jones stack.
Ooh.
I don't have any Mac Jones either.
Nico Collins, Sony Michel, James White, Devin Duvernay. To your point, Ryan, Mac Jones, Carson Wentz, Quez Watkins sighting.
I have Hunter Henry and Noah Fant, 2 tight ends. I have Daniel Jones, Mac Jones. Do you take a 3rd tight end or a 3rd quarterback?
Oh my God, you need a 3rd quarterback. You don't have 1 quarterback, right?
What do you
This
mean?
is fantasy football. Touchdowns matter.
All right. So you think I need another quarterback?
Jared Goff's available. Davis Mills. What about your boy Marcus Mariota? I actually think that one's probably the most interesting. Desmond Ridder, Jimmy G, Sam Darnold, Malik Willis. Do it, Ryan. Oh, sorry, Davis Mills just went right in front of you.
Yeah, you know what? Give me Jared Goff.
That's quite the QB room you're putting together.
Thank you.
Who's the alpha in that group?
Daniel Jones, Mac Jones, Jared Goff, Aaron Jones, J.K. Dobbins, Chase Edmonds, Tyrion Davis Price, Daryl Williams, Steph Diggs, Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, Hunter Renfro. I have two guys named Hunter on my team. Sean, Kadarius Toney, Kenny Galladay, Jamison Crowder, Hunter Henry, and Noah Fant. That team's got jingle. That team's got some jingle. Wow. Cut the tension with a knife in here. Sean, where are you going?
Justin Ross goes.
He should not be getting drafted in 18 round best ball.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just people that are drafting him don't grind hard enough. No offense, Andrew.
Marcus Mariota goes. I'm on the clock. Do I go Derek Gore or CJ Uzoma?
No, you 100% take Uzoma.
It's kind of cool. Then I have the tight end for all three of my quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet, Tyler Higbee, and CJ Uzoma. This is a pretty sweet squad. I'm pretty proud of myself.
I'm not happy with how many picks were taken from us. Do you want to tell everyone your team, Sean?
Oh wow, I forgot. I didn't realize it was already over.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Place your bets, please.
No, I was clicking off. Jesus Christ.
Can I get a projection score that shows that I'm the best? Thank you. All right. You want to tell everyone your team now?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh wow. Really, we're playing
Matt
blackjack.
Stafford, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson are my three quarterbacks. Running backs: James Conner, Cam Akers, Khalil Herbert, Isaiah Spiller, Dearness Johnson, and then we got Cooper Kupp, AJ Brown, Allen Robinson, Elijah Moore, Devonta Smith, Alan Lazard, Laviska Shenault. Though that's a receiving room if I've ever seen one, right? And then Cole Kmet, Tyler Higbee, CJ Uzoma. So all the stackable tight ends there. Feel really good about my lineup.
I just pulled up my my ownership for Best Ball Mania 3.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple guys I have on greater than 80% of teams.
Who are they?
Daniel Jones and Kadarius Toney.
And I'm the homer. If you want to hear someone jock the Eagles the entire time.
That review really got in your head. You know my top non-giant? T. Higgins.
Okay, I have 100% exposure on Devonta Smith, 75% on AJ Brown, Isaiah Spiller, 75%. I think I don't know. He just seems to fall to me at a good spot, and I like that upside. So
very nice.
All in on Isaiah Spiller. All right, that was fun. Love doing these best ball drafts. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN. Get in, sign in, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys want to hop in, draft against us. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you drop a nice rating and review. Take that screenshot as you submit it for your chance to win free gear every Monday, aka Merch Monday.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Daniel Jones, baby.
Kramer, let it ride.